No.
Nope. There we go. Now we're live. Okay. Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, and thank you for joining us once again, the Monsters of Gaming. I am the crazy DM of them all, Kaiju K, and with me here is Necro. I sure hope his teeth are feeling better, Nick.
Hello, and yes.
Jugger, I'm a sad boy, and nobody wants to be at my party. Jagger, not. Jared.
Hello.
The, for some strange reason, extremely intimidating, yet seemingly very kind and generous Rebel Vanity.
Hello.
That creepy stalker of the night, Darkwing Subliminal.
Hello.
Everyone's favorite little psychopath, K-Mod.
Hello.
Quabs. Trisha, the tiny exploder.
Hi.
And Mama, why am I stuck with these imbeciles? Bear, Maxine.
Hello.
So for a quick rundown of last episode, these guys, well, these individual, these, how do I describe it? Hello, Logie Hunter. I'm doing well. Yourself? Everyone doing good today?
Uh-huh.
These annihilators of all substance and existence had just gone on a large, quick adventure through the outskirts of a wonderful island that is no longer underneath where they're supposed to be. These heroes. Oh, and we have Quabs with us too. Hi, Quabs. I missed that one. Damn. And I didn't. Oh, okay. There's so many people now. So where we last left off is they had found their way towards the massive fortress. It's crafted of ironwood, so it will not burn. This isn't because of you, Jug. No, this is because Quabs asked us not to burn something because he needed something. So the entire place has been made by a druid who has used the ironwood spell to make everything as strong and as durable as iron itself. Mama Bear would be able to notice that. So we also have a new feature here. Necro, would you do me a favor and would you roll a d20? What you get?
A 5.
Oh, no, okay. You beat me to the joke. I was gonna have Necro roll a d20, like in real life, and that was gonna have Jared roll a d20 on the. Anyways, so we got a button roller now, everybody. Peekaboo. Oh, cool. Hey, start over. I just got here. Well, hopefully you enjoy it, L Hunter. So, where we last left off is the wonderful world of the. We're just gonna call them the Misfits. Okay, we're gonna call them the Misfits because heroes they are not. Anyway, so as Quabs started to describe it, I realized it had to be a little bit bigger to be a threat to these guys. Because these guys are, well, they're a little on the upper scale level of where that was. A small wooden hut with a bunch of fencing is not going to stop any of these guys at all. Especially not the likes of Trisha or Juggernaut. And I'm pretty sure that Rebel could just step over the fence. So what we're going to do is we're going to start here. So you guys are outside. Well, the gate can be ironwood as well. It's just a stronger wood. The ironwood spell makes wood into the strength of iron and keeps it from being burnt down. So it can still be broken down, but it can't be ignited. Don't worry, Juggernaut. There will be plenty of stuff inside the building to be ignited. Don't worry about that. So, damn it, Michelle! Stop sabotaging my damn script. Anyway, so we're gonna pick up with everyone up on a hill looking down at this fortress. Several guard towers, a big center tower, obviously where the main villain's going to be hiding. And and some not so nice things such as crosses with bodies hanging from them. Whether they're alive or dead, I couldn't tell you right now. So, we're going to pick it up with Necro. Necro, that you guys have not been noticed yet. You are currently
Okay.
100 feet from the building. No one has noticed you because they are expecting you guys to come at night, not during the day.
Gotcha.
So they're relaxed. And apparently a tree is moving around next to you guys. Also, you hear somebody trying to hum the Mission Impossible theme, but they sound very small or very far off. You can't tell.
Is that Bud Light?
No.
Smaller than Bud Light.
Ah.
So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna look around? You're gonna scout? What you gonna do, Necro? Come on, throw us. Come on, what are we doing?
I mean, look around to see if there's any easy ways in.
Well, I meant at the moving tree.
Oh.
You know, it's shaking right next to you guys. You know, you might want to like
It
put a caveat on
Look
that.
at the tree.
Maybe have Juggernaut ignite it or something. I don't know, just something.
if it comes any closer, I'm setting that tree on fire.
Well,
Look at the tree.
he's looking at the tree, and Juggernaut's threatening to detonate it if it gets any closer. I'm pretty sure Trish is building something in the background. Okay, just as you all hear bang, you're dead. Heh. You all turn around to see Jowl with his marksman rifle pointed at Jim, then lowering it. Apparently, Jewel has snuck up on you guys.
Huh.
All right.
Interesting.
So just to give you guys a heads up, you guys are Team A. I believe Tim would be. Wasn't expecting you here, lads. I believe Joel's on his own, I think. And then there's Jim and the other croc hunters. And if you want to count it, Grim Snarl's chasing a squirrel. Or maybe it's a squirrel. It looks maybe like a raccoon.
Hasn't seen you here, Joel.
Mom, you might want to rein in Grim Snarl. He looks like he's chasing a raccoon.
Grim Snarl, heal.
Grim Snarl heals, but sits there growling. And then he gets hit in the head by an acorn. Thunk! Okay. Irishman, what are you doing here? Just guys, let you guys know, sooner or later I'm supposed to be given the reins so we can do this. So we got a second or two. Because that gate's going to get blown open. I know exactly who's going to blow that gate open, too. She's been waiting days. Same to you. Oh, same to you. I believe that's Joel saying, oh, same to you. Same as you. Okay. Sorry about that. I got to try and keep up with the side chat and our chat and looking at all of you guys. I don't know. Squirrels! Get him, Riff Snarl! Michelle, no! Grim Snarl gets bonked by another acorn. He's getting angry. He's like looking everywhere. Joel interrupts Jim. No, laddie. This is personal. I want him dead. Dead or alive. You're coming with me.
Joe, what do you mean it's personal? What happened?
Yes.
Boys, no questions needed. Bag 'em, tag 'em. I'm kidding.
Grimstar comes walking back to Mama Bear, but his fur is all green and sparkly. He's growling at something, but you can't understand what he's saying. He's just green and sparkly all over. That person in there killed a mate of mine. Strange giggling in the trees.
Pixies.
You know, The artist? Yeah.
Formerly known as Prince.
The poor artist. I like them.
You know what I liked about the artist? That somehow, while he was hung up by a meat hook, he had enough time to not only draw what the person looks like, but to also draw a map of the area. That's some dedication.
That is adrenaline.
That's a dedicated man. That is adrenaline right there. That is dedication.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the symbol. The artist, formerly known as Prince.
Well, this artist was formerly known as something, but now he's currently known as dead. You hear someone humming the Baby Shark song.
At least not.
Everybody!
It's very infectious.
Good one, Jug. Good one.
What is said in D&D is now a command. Watch. Run, people, run! She suddenly hears something scream from the trees and start running. With a couple soft sounds that smacks into things. Looks like we can stand here all night, or we can get to work. I can climb in there, in this here tree, and provide you with marksman's cover. You can sneak up near and do what you think is best. What do y'all say? Does that sound like a good idea?
Sounds good.
Fearless leader, what do you say?
You said it sounds good.
Yeah, I say give us Overwatch.
First enemy to move gets shot in the head.
I trip and fall. Bang!
Off in the distance, Jared sees something very small crawl, get stuck in a hole, and pull itself through into the building. I'm going to have fun with this. I'm going to listen to what Michelle says, and I'm going to listen to this. Okay, so you guys are going to go try and sneak down?
Yep.
Okay.
So,
I'm
two
going to
of
need...
you are going to be very important during this.
Okay, who is it?
First off is the maniac known as Trisha.
Okay.
And the second off is going to be the psychopath known as K-Man.
Okay.
Because if memory serves correctly, K-Man, you bought a lot of flashbang cakes.
Indeed. Indeed.
I think that might be perfect to blind our enemies in assaulting this.
Oh boy, oh boy.
I'll just let you guys know. Stealth is Trisha's middle name. Until she gets a can count and blows a hole through something. Then stealth is just Necro's version of stealth. As long as there's no witnesses, it's stealth.
True.
And stealth.
Hint, stealth.
I can see Trisha rolling up in her tank, but they see me rolling.
So, right now, I think Quabs is hinting on the stealthier side.
But is he hinting on the stealth, aka ninja, or is he hitting the stealth such as Necro? There's a huge disclaimer between the two.
Yeah.
Or, because we are on the Overlook, Trisha can spawn to a tank and give us a hellfire. Cause a little distraction while we stealthily walk inside.
I will not lie, that would probably be one hell of a distraction.
Yeah, so where's you going?
Yeah, okay, apparently, this is what's going to happen. The rest of the party is going to sneak up to the side of the building. Trisha's going to go hide in the bush fire. A small slave crab crawls by before getting stomped by a crocodile. Why would he do that? So as you guys sneak towards the building slowly but surely, you hear the unnecessary sound of ka-chunk. And you know what it means. It means Trish has just racked a full live loaded ammo shell directly into her tank and is currently aimed at the gate's front door. She's waiting for a signal. Necro, what do you want to do? You want to continue sneaking around, see if you can find an entrance or something?
Sure. If not, weak points that would be accessible for the cage to be placed for a perfect ambush for them to be surprised by.
Okay. So, Necro, roll me a d20 real quick.
17.
Very nice.
Nice.
Good. So, that lasts 10 rounds per level, so at your rate it would last probably the entire encounter.
Okay.
So, Necro, at first Necro doesn't find... Okay, you hear a whistle from the tree. That's Joel at it. Again, you hear some footsteps nearby, but it gets faint again. So, as Necro's looking around, he doesn't find an interest immediately, but however, he finds a recently repaired wall. The wall is kind of fragile, kind of creaks when he pushes on it, and it's just large enough that you could probably put a hand through and throw a few of those flashbang grenades. And you still have Tricia, so she's waiting for a signal.
Okay. So, I think what we'll do is have Caveman stand by this hole that's very weak.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready to toss the flashbangs in on cue. And we'll have Trisha create the diversion at the front gate.
It's also dark out.
Yeah, I found out. Apparently, it's not daytime like it was last time. /R space D20. Ooh! Just a little bit. So anyway, Trisha, how you doing, sweetie?
Good.
So Trisha is initially aiming the tank's shell at the gate, but then something jumps onto her chest and goes, "Pomo!" as loud as it can, causing her to shriek and pull back on the command. The shell rockets into the marksman's tower, where the marksman is currently looking out over the wall. Kind of sails high over the gate.
Baba!
Nobody even knows what this thing is yet. It just landed on her and screamed "Bobo" at her. Joel opens fire at any hostiles once that happens. So he's picking off hostiles as he sees them. All right. So basically, that dude that was in the tower is now
No
Oh,
longer.
look.
he's gone. The gate opens. Several guards start rushing out. However, they are being gunned down by Joel. They seek cover. Now, Necro, now would be the perfect time for you guys to throw in a few flash kegs, kick in the wall, and go for some straight-up martial justice.
I like that idea. Get in! Throw those flash cakes!
Okay,
Alrighty.
D20. Or just roll dice. I don't care. Just do something, man.
Oh, you know
Oh
what?
God.
Natural one.
Oh,
I could have done way better if I rolled my dice.
Yeah, you could have. So he reaches his hand in and throws a few of the flashbangs in, and they hit a burn barrel.
Kaboom. No, Cody.
Grimsnarl, stop it. So he throws them and they land right in a burn barrel. However, they are explosive, so it kind of detonates the burn barrel and kind of blows the gate towards K-Man. Luckily, K-Man's armor can prevent the damage. He's thrown back 5 feet, and now the gate is wide open. Also, everybody that was in about 10 feet of it is currently blind. So there's about 4 soldiers that are currently blind. Okay.
Oh, I'm guessing this is where we roll for initiative, huh?
Yeah. Love seeing rolls on the screen. Is there a way to make it clearer? Okay, so we have Rebel with a D4, Blackheart is a D17.
I got a D17 as well.
Well, okay. That's 3 rolls. I need 2 more.
Do you need me to roll or?
You can
Yeah.
roll. Yeah, roll away.
Okay. Fine.
Or you can roll your dice. I don't care, man. Roll something.
I got a 16.
Okay, that's still pretty good. Mama Bear, did you roll? Or do you want me to roll for you?
Roll for me. I don't know how.
Okay. Slash our D20. D20. Okay, so the current order of events will be Blackheart, Necro, K-Mod, Rebel, and then Mama Bear, and oh wait, and Trish. Let me also roll for Trish.
Oh, you messed up.
Sorry. Okay, so Trish will go before Mama Bear. So Mama Bear will be going last. Okay. So, you go in, and at first you can only see, first all you can see are 4 current robed figures, kind of fighting off being blinded a little. And I believe Blackheart has the floor.
It's butter time.
Oh no.
No.
All right, Jug. You better believe what's about to happen to these individuals.
That is good. I love that.
Ah, well, I can't believe it's not butter either. Let's see here.
I'll roll to counter that. Quack.
What was he going to roll to counter? The individuals were literally in front of the fire when it detonated. They didn't even see it go in. It's you can't counter what has happened.
Yeah.
Plus-
they're
plus of them,
blind.
They're unable to see
For 1 round.
for 1 round.
But then again, that's
Yeah.
only the 4 they see right now. They're outside the gate still. For all I know, they could run in and there could literally be 15 other guys sitting around them. Joel's currently out with Trisha blowing people's heads off, and Trisha's currently fighting against some small, furry, unseeable creature that keeps poking her and tickling her. This is kind of one of those moments where it's already happened. No, it's the other way around. That's what happens to you. So, Jug, I forgot what the spell does. Now, let me see if I can find it here. Melted butter, melted butter, melted butter, melted butter. Let's see here. Melted butter. Give me a second, Jug. Just gotta type it in real quick. Okay, cone of melted butter. Okay. And I take it you're using the full-fledged version of it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Jug comes around the corner. Oh, okay. So Jug comes around the corner and holds out his hand and goes, "You won't believe this is butter!" And a 60-foot spread of literal melted, burning butter just cruise over the area, just smashing and covering these poor individuals in molten yellow liquid butter. It deals 1d8. I'm sorry, no, it's fire. It's 1d10. So they take 10 points of damage. They are blinded and covered in sticky, nasty butter. And what's worse is they also now catch on fire. Necro, I believe you were next, and you currently come around that corner to see, well, you find out that people are not as flame retardant as possible.
Yes, that's always good to see.
Yes, it is, isn't it? All right, for all of you at home, Necro's currently checking his spell book. So, at this time, if you have to go to the potty or heat yourself a meal, get yourself something to eat, feel free.
Refill a beverage.
Refill a beverage. Call up a missed family member that you haven't spoken to in years. You got time. And Rebel will be next.
Quab, I don't think it matters. They're still covered in the butter.
A barrel of bread crashes into a glory dog. Okay, well then he's currently alive, but he's currently covered with bread that's currently covered with burning butter.
Mm-hmm.
If he moves, it's gonna be a bad day for him.
Yep.
So how far away are they?
They're only like 20 feet from the door. Like they're right there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use a spell called Soul Storm on them.
Okay, that sounds like a wonderful thing to cast. Necro, what does Soulstorm do?
This is a spell that generates a cascade of soul energy, brilliant arcs of vibrant blue lightning energy, automatically killing any organic creature within 3 or fewer HD. And an organic creature with 4 to 6 HD is slain unless it succeeds a Fortitude save.
What if they're like 8 hit dice?
6 or more, they will do. It takes 1d4 of Constitution damage on your turn each round within the cascade.
Okay. So unfortunately for you, Necro, these guys all have like 8 hit dice. So they take 1d4 points of Constitution damage, which is still bad, so I'm going to just roll it real quick. So we're going to go /R, d4.
And just to let you know, the exact range and effect of it is 25 feet plus 5 feet per 2 levels. And the cascade spread is 25 feet plus 2 level radius and 20 feet high.
So,
you only get one.
Necro and Juggernaut take 4 points of Constitution damage, as well as the individuals inside. Because apparently Necro forgot to read and realized that he's 20 feet away.
You only get one Necro.
Okay.
So right now, Necro and these guys are currently like being shocked by lightning. Mama Bear and the rest are kind of a little further off, and then of course there's Trisha, who's currently 1 turn away, because now we have to go with Rebel. So Rebel, after watching that brand of spellcasting, you know this is a trustworthy guy.
Yeah.
He's the kind of guy you want to be standing right behind, right?
Uh-huh. So,
He's got it,
okay. I'm gonna take out my flute.
Flute?
Yes.
Okay.
And start to play a melody and do a healing for Juggernaut.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, just to tell you, it'll hit everybody in the area, so Jug and Necro will both get healed. So, okay, so Necro and Jug are both healed for 1 point of Constitution damage, so they've only lost 3 each. Plus, this song will keep going as long as she concentrates on it. He has to. We're getting him back on schedule. Michelle says, "Yeah, she wants to be far, far behind him, running in the other direction." So she's healing everybody, so that's good. I mean, all Necro and Jug have to do is like step back 10 feet so they don't get caught anymore. So I'm gonna roll a dice for Trisha real quick. Okay. So Trisha grabs a hold of the furry thing, whatever it is, grabs it in her hand, and throws it out the roof of her tank and slams it shut. She can hear it skittering around for a few seconds, and then she hears it skitter up the cannon, and hopefully it's gone.
I don't think it is.
So Trisha, would you care to fire another round?
Yes.
Okay. So Trisha pulls back the loader, loads another shell and cocks it again, cocks it the third time and finally cocks it in place and locks it in place.
Mama can be Bobo.
I'm guessing you're going to fire at the guys that are coming out, the two that are outside, or are you going to fire at like something inside? What are you going to do,
Holy.
Trish? What are you doing, Trish?
Holy machine.
Trisha!
Uh,
What are you aiming at? Necro? Shush!
Please
Don't
not, please
Don't-
not me.
Give us the idea.
Don't give her any ideas.
I already know what I'm doing.
There's two individuals outside. Necro you can see off in the distance. You know where Joel is. I would advise not shooting him. And then there's the gate you were originally trying to blow up.
The gate.
Alright, so.
Hopefully, Bobo doesn't get in my way again.
Alright. So, she aims and fires and hears a screaming after she fires.
You got it, it's okay.
And hears something going whee as it hits the front gate and just detonates.
You want me to do it, didn't you?
Hang on a second.
Rum.
God damn! I think you gotta remember, Quabs, that this is only if that's what they choose to do. This is a written statement, and these guys may not do that. Just throwing it out there. Anyway,
You can, because
So-
you move around a lot.
you guys hear the detonation, and you know that's Trisha. You're still trying to figure out what kind of round she fired because none of you have ever heard a screaming explosive round before. You have to look into that one later. K-Mod,
Yes.
what do you do now, my friend?
Huh. And where are the enemies in relation to me?
Well, right now, from what you can see three that are currently on fire, about 30 feet ahead of you. And for some strange reason, there's a barrel of bread that keeps trying to move. So, I mean,
Look at it, Marcus.
you also hear somebody saying, "What is going on out there?" Butter toast!
First things first, I
someone
whip
almost-
out my loaf of bread that I acquired from the bakery.
He did get a loaf of bread.
And it's not sopping out the butter. Heals 1d point of health.
Yes.
Anywho,
So I'm gonna let you do that. I'm even gonna let that bread absorb the butter, and it magically will transform into magical buttered bread, which will heal 3d8 points of health damage and 1 ability damage if you eat it.
I'm gonna eat it.
All right. Next up, we have the one. 5 of the Croc Hunters duck behind some bulletproof crates. Cool. And begin to fire at the Glory Dogs. The communication is very professionally as they do that. So apparently, after Trisha blew open the gate, these guys ran in. They got behind some bulletproof cover, and now they're gunning down some of the other guys. And you guys are kind of caught in like a crossfire between you guys. So they have nowhere to run. 4 of the Glory Hounds are backed up firing at them. They do not see you guys, although I'm not sure how they don't hear the screaming of people who are covered in molten butter, but I think they're probably paying attention to the bullets whizzing past their heads right now. Mama Bear! There is a large distraction going on right now. I'm talking massive. So, let me ask you. What do you do? Because unlike a lot of these guys, you could literally jump over the wall if you felt like it. Like you could literally jump up on the wall and start shooting people and stuff like that. You are quite talented in acrobatics, after all.
Yeah.
Or you could start summoning a spell. You could cast like prismatic armor, or you could even start throwing breath weapons around. Or you could summon a horde of ice elementals. I would advise not doing that, or at least telling them to avoid the butter.
Because the oil and water kind of don't mix.
Yeah, they don't.
If he wants to sleep with that, he can. That's mine.
What you got going there, Mom Bear?
First of all, I'm gonna protect myself because everybody else is going in half cocked.
Right, okay, so you're going to cast a prismatic armor spell.
Yes.
Okay, so what prismatic armor does is she casts the spell and then I roll a d12. Whatever it lands on will give her an armor class and resistance to a certain element. Actually, no, it's a d8. So let's see what she gets. D8. And she rolled a 7, which gives her the highest level of defense, which is +6 armor class, which is massive, and gives her an immunity to fire damage. Which means she can literally run right in right now if she felt like it. You have a movement turn or an action turn left. You can cast another spell if you want,
How
or...
close am I?
right now you are 15 feet from the entrance,
Okay.
and there's a soul storm going on in there. Or you could probably just try to climb over the fence and get in. You could probably find cover from the inside.
Climb the fence, I shall.
Okay. She climbs up over the wall, over the top, and lands. She finds some of those bullet-resistant crates that the other crab hunters are hiding behind, leans into it, pulls out her explosive crossbow, and prepares herself for the next round. You guys hear the sound of very heavy, very, very thick armor being put on, and you hear somebody approaching the entrance from the cabin. The door opens towards the front gate. Out of the front gate steps one of the glory dogs. He has a bunch of armor, and he's armed with a Gatling gun. Okay? What's going on out here? Huh? And realizes that he's literally looking at a fucking tank, which may or may not have been an expected thing when we were writing about this. Also, he smells burnt hair. He doesn't know why, but he smells burnt hair. That being said, guess whose turn it is again? Because what I'm going to say right now is those guys that you just covered in butter are currently, like, trying to get away from you and, like, slough the butter off while they're doing it. So that's what they're doing. They're running. Except for the one guy underneath the bread barrel. He's just playing dead.
Which is
How close is Necro to me? No.
Pretty close.
Necro is on the other side of the wall from you. He's literally 10 feet next to you. He's, like, right... You can look him in the eyes. Also, he's still in the soul storm. So, you know...
Against my better judgment.
You mean your
I-
brother?
butter judgment?
I guess his butter...
I would like to give him a gift.
Oh, no.
This is Mommy's lunch tomorrow, Cody.
I would like to give him a set of mage armor.
Oh, you're casting the mage armor on him as well?
Yep.
Okay. If I remember correctly, at this level, you can cast on up to 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
So, you can cast it on him, you can cast it on yourself, and you can pick one other person.
Who else is next? Who else is near me?
K-Mod.
I'll give it to Necro, K-Mod, and I'll equip it to myself.
Alright, all 4 of you gain 4 additional AC. And I would suggest, Juggernaut, that you probably step backwards out of the Soul Storm that's currently wrecking.
I'm gonna move back.
Okay. Is there a particular way you want to move? You want to maybe move up the hill so you can look down into the group, or, you know?
I want to go straight back.
Okay. So, He's following the wall away from Necro. It's as if he doesn't trust Necro. Necro! You have bonus AC, and there's a soul storm happening inside the wall.
Yeah, I wonder how that happened.
So do I, because you'd think that somebody would have heard that they were only 20 feet away and wouldn't have cast a spell with a 25-foot spread.
Nah, probably not.
Which would have hit 25 feet around it.
Ah, yes.
Just throwing that one out there. That's what a spread is. And it goes on. It goes on for rounds too. By the way, it's not. It doesn't just stop. It's still going.
Yes, I know. I'm going to use reality burrowing.
Okay. So where do you want to teleport to? And you want to teleport inside, up on a wall, towards the broken but still standing guard tower. I mean, what do you want to do? At this time, Joel is just wasting people. By the way.
Right. I'm thinking either on top of the cabin or on top of the guard shack.
Okay, both.
Like the Martian tower.
Okay, so where do you want to go? You have enough range to hit both of them. You could be on either one of them.
I'll go with the Martian tower.
Okay. So, how I was described the spell works is you kind of like pull yourself inside yourself, like a black hole, and like come out up there. So you're like.
Everyone's like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Yeah, seriously. Like I read the description of it. I'm like, oh my god, that's terrifying. Like, why would you do that to yourself?
Guys, don't worry. Soon I'll get to do it to all of us.
Oh, yeah, he'll get to do it to all of you. Run.
Oh, just realized something. I can do something.
There's no need to fear.
I'm super excited. I'm super excited.
Jug, Kyle, did you roll a d20 for that?
About to.
Okay.
A 2.
What the hell is up with this dice roll?
I don't know. I am rolling stupid low tonight, though. But anyway, so, Necro, you're still up there. You still have mobility. You still have one move. You can cast an action spell. You could move again if you feel like it.
You know what? To make it feel better, I'm gonna try and use my laser eyes.
Finally!
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it, folks. He's gonna use the best ability he had at the beginning of the game. Now.
Yes.
Who are you beaming your little flashlights at?
I'm gonna continue the onslaught on the people that are in front of my friend through the gate.
Okay. So, so these guys, like, they can't really see. They're kind of like, oh, it burns! Why does it burn everywhere? And because of Juggernaut's ability, that keeps self-igniting. So until they get it all off, they can't stop themselves from burning. So I'm guessing you're just going to aim for, like, the closest one of them, probably?
Yeah.
Necro blinks 3 times and says, there's no place like home, and shoots a beam of light out of his eyes. Yeah, what? Laser eyes? Who would have known? Bzz. It catches the individual right in the back of the neck. And out the throat. He falls over gagging for air, and you better believe he's dead. Okay, so apparently some of that liquid molten butter hit an ammunition crate right next to Jug, and has detonated a bit, dealing 8 hit points worth of damage to him. Boy, that was a very bad incident, wasn't it?
These are the puns, folks. These are the puns.
This is the puns, everybody. All right, so after Necro and Jug, we have Rebel. Rebel, are you going to
Okay.
continue to do the song amending, or are you going to do something else? Because you can do the song amending if you want. You can keep going.
I'm gonna continue to do the song amending.
Okay, so now what a lot of people don't know is that with professional performance checks, it actually kind of like boosts the spell every time she continues it. So Necro and Jug, you guys
Oh.
are actually healed 2 points of Constitution damage. A small box is moving across the battlefield really slowly. Also,
question, Kyle. Did my natural healing take into place too there?
yes, it did.
Okay.
But your healing doesn't heal ability damage.
Gotcha.
You know, you heal HP damage. That's fine.
Yeah.
You're topped off, and thanks to her, you have like 1 Constitution damage left. Which will, if she keeps it up, she's keeping you guys alive. Okay, Constitution damage is a pain in the arse. Here's how it works: you take Constitution damage, it literally nukes a portion of your health.
Oh.
Necro has 16 Constitution. Jug has 14 Constitution at this point in time. Losing 4 Constitution is the equivalent of losing 4 hit dice at this point in time. And then they're gone instantly. Instantly, they don't come back until they're healed. So, like, that Soulstorm did some serious damage to these two. They could have,
Thanks, Necro.
and they could have died if they would have stayed within it too. Because once again, Constitution burn does not go away. So if they would have stayed in it at the end of the next round, they would have lost 4 more. At the end of the next round, they would have lost 4 more. Jug would have been dead by round 4, and there's no bringing you back when you die of Constitution damage. By the way, you just turned to dust. You're gone. So Necro, please
Damn.
be very careful when reading your spells.
Gotcha.
You are literally a walking nuke. Now those guys inside, they're almost dead.
Ooh.
Apparently Quabs does not like Necro, because a friendly fire incident, Joel accidentally shoots Necro on the broken marksman tower, landing 12 HP worth of damage because he was hit in the arm.
Which arm?
That's about right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so next up, surprise, surprise, we have the boss who walked out the door. You hear another sorry.
Yes.
The heavily armed individual with the minigun kind of like looks at the tank and like slowly like puts his arm against the wall and slowly goes around so he's out of range of the tank's cannon and comes around to see literally his soldiers being burnt alive by butter, lasers. It is not a good day for him right now. It is not a good day. He cocks back the Gatling gun.
Motherfucker, pocket.
He looks up and sees Necro, cocks back his minigun, and lets blow a chilling barrage. Whew! Ooh. Finally, I get the high rolls, but I get them for the bad guy. Necro takes 39 points of damage.
Damn.
Now it's Trish's turn. You can no longer see anyone outside. I mean, you can see Rebel and you can see Jug. Pretty sure you don't want to put a round down them. So, what is your plan now, Trisha? What are you gonna do?
Where's the guy with the heavy armor?
He was in front of you, but he kind of like skittered along the wall, so he kind of like went around the corner. You can't see him from where you're sitting, but you could maybe take an estimated guess. Would you like to take an estimated guess and fire?
Yes.
All right, so let's see what her estimated guess looks like, shall we, everybody?
Oh no.
Yes.
Close. Close. Not close. Not close. So, she cocks back another round, aims to where she thinks he is, and fires off another shot. Now, just to tell you, unfortunately, her tank only has 3 rounds, so that's the third shot. She can get more if she reloads it. Fires it. It hits the wall and detonates, completely missing the man with the minigun. Kind of scaring him, kind of shocking him that you were even there. But she does hear a small, teeny tiny, owies! As she fires. Or as detonates. So she may have missed, but she's just put another hole for Joel to look through and start shooting. So on the minus side, she missed the target. But on the plus side, she gave Joel an opening. Test. Alright, so next up, in this wonderful menagerie of everyone trying to kill everyone, K-Man.
Ah, perfect.
Yep, perfect.
So, are there still people being burned by butter next to me, like
Yep.
30 feet away?
Oh,
Cool.
they're well within range. They're only there's 2 that you can see in that barrel.
All right. Well, way back when, I required a whip.
Yes, you did.
So,
Oh no. Oh
I
no! Are you
placed-
gonna whip it good?
even better.
Whippy boy.
Basically, I placed my spear down on the ground with a very loud thud.
Yeah, that would be a loud thud, yeah. Things
I
like
take out my whip.
55 pounds, thunk. Pull out your whip.
In a very loud, sinister laugh, I say, "Over here!" and throw my whip. And it is an 18.
Okay, I didn't even have to ask. Okay, so obviously you're making a grapple check. That's an 18. The guy is currently covered with butter and trying to get it off, so he can't defend against it. You wrap it around his neck. I'm
Yep.
guessing you pull, right?
Looks like somebody's
Oh, yeah. Yank it towards me, and my outreached fist.
Okay, so the currently butter-covered poor individual comes whipping past everybody else. And I'm guessing you kind of duck down and do like an uppercut?
Yep.
Okay, he ducks down and does an uppercut, knocking the butter clear off the guy. He's still on fire, though. And he kind of, like, pulls the whip and, like, catches it like this, like, really dramatically. And turns, and you just see the guy fall down behind him. And then for some strange reason, he explodes. I can't explain why
Off
he
in the
explodes.
distance, you hear fatality.
Yeah, fatality. Like, it's like one of them Power Ranger explosions. You know, and you hear, you know, K-Mod wins. Fatality. All right, Mama there. Still got you still got 1 living target, a barrel, and right now you can also see Mr. I'm in the whipped butter. Oh my God, Michelle, stop it! Stop it! Stop it, Michelle! I love it! I love it. So you can also
Oh,
see.
that's good, Michelle.
You can
That
see
is good.
Mr. Mr. Minigun kind of aiming up, shooting at Necro.
dragon's breath,
Okay, I need an element.
fire.
Why is it always fire with it, buddy? Why is everyone setting things on fire? And I take it you're going to belch this flame upon this poor gentleman, aren't you?
The one that's aiming at Necro, of course. But his wonderful Gatling gun.
Okay. Well, the individual hears a and turns around to see a high elf taking a deep breath. And he's kind of like, "What the?" As a well of fire comes out of her mouth. Just no. You know, So he's extra crispy now. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha, man. So, besides the fact that Necro looks like he's about to die.
No, I'm good.
You sure? Because you look like you're about to die. Anyway, so the individual takes 36 points of fire damage. And let me just roll this real quick. I gotta roll this real quick. Let's see. I'm actually gonna roll something I don't usually roll. So excuse me here.
We're fucked.
Well, that's bad news for the guy. The flames also happen to hit the weapon loadout on his back and detonate the bullets that are coming out of it. It's kind of like a sparkler show of bullets flying everywhere. He screams and drops the Gatling gun, rips and throws off the backpack, looks at Mama Bear, and is just like, I'm leaving! And then turns and starts to run. Good job, Honey Bun. You destroyed the weapon and ignited the guy's eyebrows. He has no eyebrows now. Clean off. Gone. Gone. Just gone. All right. So the individual runs, slides kind of through the butter, like, ah! Finally reaches the stables. As everyone's trying to see through the butter, because it's like the light's kind of like blinding right now because of everything going on. He gets onto his high horse and beats that out. A troll, sorry, a goblin has just walked by. A goblin who should be in bed. And begins rushing out the exit at top speed. Oh, and there's still one guy who's, well, he'll be dead next turn. There's an individual who'll die next turn because of Necro's Soulstorm. And then there's that strange breathing barrel of butter. Okay. Gotcha, man. Mama hears a yell from John. Grab that for me. Don't damage it any more than it already is. So he's telling you to grab the Gatling gun.
Got it.
All right. So, I guess we have to start the next turn. Juggernaut. There's a guy who's going to die at the end of Necro's turn. And there's a barrel that seems to be kind of like shivering.
I summon my steam elemental.
Okay. So Juggernaut thinks...
What's that?
Juggernaut thinks it's a good idea to summon a steam elemental. Okay.
Yeah.
He does his standard bends and comes out the steam elemental. What do you want it to do?
I wanted to go after the shivering barrel.
Oh no.
So, picture this if you will. I'm gonna explain this to you guys in the funniest way I can imagine, okay? So, it looks towards you guys and kind of like scrunches its face like it smells something. It floats backwards towards the barrel and with one watery hand grabs the barrel and lifts it up. And there's one of the glory dogs underneath of it. And he curls in fear, and after a few seconds he looks up and like the boiling elementals kind of walked away a few steps. And suddenly he starts running back, leaps up into the air about 40 feet, rotates, and elbow drops this poor bastard out of existence. Just he looks towards Necro and is like, no, and just, if you guys want to know where that's from, I suggest you look up a video called Enter the Plutus.
Really?
Yes, really.
No.
Oh. It's extremely heavy. Mom Bear can't even pick it up off the ground. The barrel starts to roll past the party. The croc hunters don't shoot at it. Look at that barrel that was slowly moving. It's kind of like walking past everybody. Oh, and Juggernaut kind of looks down in the middle of the battlefield. There seems to be something in the butter making like a butter angel. It's very small. He can't quite see it. Oh, by the way, even though it's pitch black, there's enough fire around that it looks like it's dawn. Between Juggernaut's melted butter cone igniting everything that's flammable, and Mom Bear's fire breath, plus the flashbang and the bullets going off, It is bright. You guys don't have to worry about finding anything. You can find anything.
It's a firework display.
Yep. Necro for a split second sees a black figure right in front of him.
It looks like Fallujah.
Bun! Kai! Ka! So Necro, just to remind you, you're standing on top of the broken guard tower, facing towards everybody, where there is nothing to stand on, and a black figure has appeared in front of you.
Right.
Oh no, knock 3 times. Necro then hears a whisper, "A time of death is near." Ooh, that's kind of creepy.
Wow. Quit trying to kill me up.
No, Ashley, I think after the butter incident, he's gonna want to kill me off.
Knock 3 times. If you wanna
I
say
love that
you
song.
love me.
I don't know. Quab's had Joel shoot at me already.
This is not. Joel has shot at you several times. I just want to bring this up as a timeout, real quick, guys. You do realize that Joel has shot at you several times, right?
Yes.
Joel's technically taken a shot at almost everyone.
Yeah, but he's always hit Necro.
I haven't talked to Joel afterwards. See
Throw
what
it
the
that
hell's
way.
going on.
A white scar then forms on his right hand, and the black figure disappears. Well,
Who was on Necro's hand or?
on Necro's hand.
Okay.
Hey, Necro, you got a cool tattoo.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
to throw everybody to where we are right now, everyone in the place is currently dead. If they weren't shot through the throat, blown up by a cannon, or buttered to death, you have been forever marked by the Dark Altar. Dun dun.
Dun, dun,
Dun!
dun.
Vogue, 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 vogue. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I try my worst so everyone has their best. Yes, you did.
The
That's
Dark
not fair. That's a
Altar.
good song, Michelle. That's a good song, damn it.
It is a good song.
So,
I gotta play it in my head right now.
would you guys care
Necro's-
to search the place real quick?
Necro's been marked.
Yep. But none of you know this yet. He's kind of like, 25 feet in the air. He's kind of the only one who knows at the moment. Because you guys are going to love some of the loot. Besides amassing a grand total of 4 gold pieces, some scraps, a handful of basic weapons that wouldn't sell for nearly as much as you're going to get from the platinum, you do happen to find a barrel containing 32 pieces of magical buttered bread. Thank Jug, everybody. Blackheart. Like I said before, it heals 3d8 and will restore either one affliction, like if you're poisoned or diseased, or 1 ability damage, if eaten. All the glory dogs have semi-auto rifles, illegal without permits, but hefty damage in the right hands. So just throwing you out, none of you guys are proficient with those rifles. So if you do take them, you'd be firing them at a penalty. Except Trisha.
Right.
But Trisha has Gatling guns, tanks, and that kind of stuff, so...
But if we take them, we can sell them to the sheriff, can't we?
Well, you could. That would involve you guys, of course, going back to the town and allowing the heavily armored individual who has just shot at Necro and is currently running away on a horse to escape.
Ooh.
I mean,
What do we do?
I would like payback on that motherfucker.
I mean, if you
Alright.
think about it, he basically
Alright.
ripped half of Necro's health away. Jim gets on a horse and starts to chase Photone. Oh, so that was Photone. Oh, okay. He was very vague about it. He didn't tell me it was Photon. He just said it was an individual in heavy armor with a Gatling gun. He didn't tell me it's Photon. Okay, so Necro, that's Photon.
Yo.
That's your $2,500 prize.
Right. So we need to get that.
All right, let's do it.
Can we pick up one gun and run?
I mean, you could technically load up all their weapons inside her tank.
All right, let's do that and keep what?
Give me your weapons!
Okay, so Mama Bear has just screamed behind the closed door. After that, horse. So after you guys round up the weapons real quick and throw them into the trunk space of Trisha's tank, because for some strange reason it says it can hold 4,000 pounds. I don't know why a tank needs to carry 4,000 pounds worth of stuff in it.
Munitions.
Right, everyone mounts up, and you guys begin to give chase. You hear lots of shots in the distance, though. You are very far behind. Leave the puny kindling, says Michelle with 1 health. Wow, what a haul. Practically using up your entire arsenal for it. Yep. Yep, that's about right. The other croc hunters stay behind to search the camp for additional stuff. And to try to figure out which part of the poor glory dog is currently bouncing around inside of the boiling elemental. The boiling elemental whispers to Jared that it's his spleen. Let everybody know. Now, why I can say that is, by the way, is because the boiling elemental, for whatever reason, has a flight speed of 100 feet.
Nice.
Which literally means this thing is faster than all of you guys. It's literally slowing itself down to keep up with you guys.
Elemental, go!
The party start. Well, where are you gonna send it? You're chasing somebody in the dark.
After that horse.
Yeah, you guys do realize it's still pitch black at night, so you can't like ride fast. You kind of got to follow the tracks.
That's what I have Grimstar for.
Yep, which is why Mama Bear's chasing on Grimstar, so you guys got to keep up with Grimstar. Suddenly, in the distance, you guys start seeing embers in the trees.
Doug, have you been here before?
Blackheart, have you been daylighting and shooting things again? Have you been toasting people over an open fire?
I've been toasting, well, marshmallows, unquote.
Mama Bear notices as she's riding that a piece of Grimsnarl's mane on the top of its head is strangely like black and gray. I'm just building suspense because he's typing what's happening, so I'm kind of like trying to build up little things here and there that are happening, you know. Just notices that, like, usually it's black, but she sees bits of gray and white in it.
Trust will do that.
You know.
Yeah, stress will do that.
Yeah, stress will do that. A group of glory dogs comes from the darkness in front of the party, intending to kill Necro. Okay, so let me pause this one for a second here, shall we? I have to ask you a question here, Krabs. Are these individuals possibly on horseback or anything like that? Because current party loadout is everyone on a horseback except Trisha in a literal tank. So I have to know if they're at least on horseback so they like, cause them to kind of step out of the way. I just need to know that. You know, if they're on horseback, okay, they can try to open fire on Necro real quick as a surprise round.
If not, they'll be trampled.
They're on horses, but very slow horses because they robbed the stage. Okay, thank you. That's what I needed to know. Okay, so the Glory Hounds kind of jump into an ambush. They kind of separate the party off because Necro's riding kind of behind Trisha. As he's kind of like, you know, the leader kind of watching the back, holding everything up while Mom Bear leads. Okay, so this is a surprise round. Surprise!
Necro, do you need something hot and wet?
No. Necro, say no. Necro, say no.
No.
You don't need the woods to catch on fire.
They're kind of already on fire. Okay, so Necro, as how a surprise round works, unfortunately, is that you guys have to wait for the actions to happen first, and then we'll roll.
You see, there's Smokey the Bear fire, and then there's Canada fire. They're two different entities, you know.
Right. Okay, they spin around Necro like sharks. They're kind of like running in a circle, kind of like circling the whole. And they're shooting semi-auto rifles, but apparently they're missing. All right, so roll for initiative.
Natural 20.
I got 4.
Damn it. Okay. All right, so Mom Bear got a freaking 19.
Nice.
And Trish got a 16. Blackheart's got a 14. All right, and then Rebel Vanity has a 13. Okay, so the order will, of course, be
Mr. Natural 20.
D20. I'm sorry, K-Mod. Sorry, I was reading his name backwards. He'll go first, followed by Mama Bear, then followed by Trisha, then followed by Juggernaut, and then followed by Rebel. Quabs, a dark orb starts to form around Necro. His scar starts to glow, and his necklace starts to crack. Oh, that's a bad sign. Actually, this makes sense for Necro to go last because he's kind of trying to avoid being shot at the moment.
Yeah.
Now, Quabs, about how many of these guys are there? Why are you all ignoring the smartest animal around? 5. Okay, so there's 5 individuals. All right, and they're going to go after Trisha. I rolled a 15 for them, so they're going to go after Trisha. So, K-Mod, you're kind of like, you kind of rear back your horse, and you kind of turn and see, you see Necro being shot at. I mean, what are you going to do about this? Also, to make a mention of you guys right now, Maxine and K-Mod are the only two who have riding skill. So they can do things like ride by attack and charges and things like that. You guys really can't, but you guys can still attack from the top of them. So,
Well,
K-Mod, because in case you guys don't know, Dragoons are in fact knights. So he has training in that. And Mama Bear is a ranger who has training in that. So, K-Mod, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna do a charge attack.
Okay. Yeah, I just need to roll a quick D20. Oh, wait, can I do 2 D20s?
Yes.
So what, I just have like
You
2
can put-
D20?
2D, then 20.
Yeah.
2D20.
Oh, god damn. I am so sorry, K-Mod. I am sorry. So, K-Mod begins his frickin' charge. You gotta frickin' spear one of you guys in the face. And the horse stops and launches him. On the plus side, though, he does get a strike against one of them. He deals 15 damage to them and knocks them off their horse and kind of just like impales them to the ground. And like an epic, like, "Ugh! Hurt my friend, will you?" Mama Bear, you had a 19. Now, Grim Snarl is also considered a monster, so you could do what's called a monstrous charge, which would literally have Grim Snarl do the attack for you, if you want.
You know, I do that.
All right.
Yeah, dang it. Why not?
I want to find out why my horse just stopped all of a sudden.
Why couldn't he have gotten this roll? Why couldn't he have gotten this roll? Hello, Miss Mandy. From the shadows, Grimmsnarl's freaking massive size leaps out and literally knocks itself not only into the rider, but also the horse he's riding on. Just crash him to the ground. Grimmsnarl pins the individual with one paw and then sinks his fangs into the horse's throat. Just
Lord.
ripping it out. It's just like blood dripping from its mouth as it's chewing. And the poor individual is kind of like, he's pinned and he's scared now. Mama Bear's just like, good grim snarl. Okay, so Trisha, you're still in the tank. You can kind of just like, you can't really turn it around very well because you're in the middle of the woods. But you can like turn the turret around if you felt like it. You know, I would be very careful firing it though, because Necro is definitely within the firing range.
So am I.
Yeah, so perhaps you could like,
We're all kind of in close proximity.
yeah. So if I were you, I'd probably the black orb around Necro starts to get even darker. Okay. So, I mean, what I would probably suggest, I'd probably say get out and maybe summon that demon. Just say it.
Take a shot. I mean, that rhymes, but, you know, it's dark. What the hell?
TikTok or Necro get shot. What? I will take my damn time, Quabs. You take yours, I will take mine. Besides, Necro's been shot by everybody so far.
Which demon should I summon?
I would probably summon the Fuanathile.
This is a few.
That's the blood creature. The one that transforms from the flying form into the beast form. I picked that one.
Okay.
Okay. Trisha places her hand on the ground and begins mumbling a strange sound.
Chant, if you will.
It's in a different language. I also forgot what necklace Necro has. Necro, you have the which color necklace do you have? The white one?
No, I think that was Jug that had the white one.
Did you have the black
I
one?
have black. No, I have black one.
Okay.
I had the white one.
Green one?
White.
No,
Doug also had a green one.
Oh.
blue one then. It has, no.
No, I had the blue one.
Okay, well, someone had a different color necklace. Oh, he has red. Okay, he had the red one. Okay. Thank you. Somebody did. From underneath one of the horses, a blood red puddle forms and slips them. And as they kind of slip a bit when they land, two massive bloody heads reach out and latch onto the guy and pull him into the blood. He's just ripped into the blood. With a scream, just a roar. Ah! Yeah, Trish just summoned a demon, by the way. Just throwing it out there. She summoned a demon.
What the hell? Trisha. Hell?
Yeah, Trisha can summon demons with her shadow staff, so she kind of just like, and just boom. Now there's a freaking blood demon eating some guy. Okay, so if I count correctly, that still leaves 3 of these hunters left. So, Quabs, what are these 3 hunters gonna do? Seeing as one of them currently watched his horse get eaten alive. Oh, there's only 2 left. One got impaled and pinned to the ground. He's still alive though. And the third one has. Oh, you didn't kill him. You just pinned him.
Okay.
Okay. And the third one has kind of just been like eaten by the ground, like. It's a blood, it's like a blood fountain. Like remember Nightmare on Elm Street where the kid was pulled into the inside the bed and there was that fountain of blood.
Mattress. Yeah.
Yeah, just imagine that out of the ground, just too much blood for a guy to have. That's Trisha's demon, and she has complete control over it. Until
I like how he looks at it like
until
that.
she loses focus, that is.
Focus?
Bad news. Summoning a demon means that she has to continually keep focus on it, or else it may run amok. Yeah, that means it may sink its fangs into the nearest person to it. It could be one of the hunters, aka one of the glory hounds, or it could be Necro's ass.
That's not good.
Just thrown out there, Trisha. It could just be a very bad moment for somebody. I personally can't wait to see what freaking Jug does this turn. I'm waiting for these guys to end their turn so I can see what Jug and Rebel plan to do, because I have good feelings on both of them. Okay, so apparently one of them hops off their horse and just slashes Necro's freaking riding mount. It's a critical. The individual impales the poor horse from one eye to the other and rips it to the ground, knocking Necro off.
Poor horse.
The other one reaches up and punches K-Mod in the armored face, dealing 5 damage, and kind of is like, oh no. Like, you can see in his mind, like, he's instantly regretting what he did. K-Mod kind of, like, slowly turns his head back, and then you suddenly hear, like, what's that noise? You just hear K-Mod rip and tear, track 1.
Yes.
So, Juggernaut,
The shield that I can put up around me.
yes.
Can I put that up around Necro?
I don't see why not.
I want to put that shield up around Necro.
Okay, do you remember what the spell's called?
Give me a second.
I don't have Juggernaut readily available at this time.
Isn't it called the wall of butter?
First of all, that's called the Wall of Quabs, and that's a Pobo spell.
Ah,
Juggernaut has the opposite. He has melted butter. So, you know.
I didn't believe that.
Oh, okay, so
That the
apparently...
Flame?
What's that?
Is that the blackened flame?
Yeah, okay. So, the Blackened Flame is like a protective shield that he can put around somebody. So Juggernaut, like, aims at Necro and creates an orb around him of black fire. Anybody tries to attack you right now, they have to go through the fire first. So, good news.
Just to keep Necro alive.
Right, and now, it is the wonderful singing talent of the ogre herself, Rebel Entity. Rebel,
Okay.
what is she gonna do?
Since Necro needs to be kept alive, I'm gonna focus solely on a song of healing for him.
Okay,
Make sense?
say that again?
Does that make sense?
No, what, the part before that. You kind of... You do what? I'm sorry, I was... Freaking Quabs popped up something real quick. I was reading, I lost track of time, I'm sorry.
That's all good.
Did
yeah,
I...
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna buff Necro.
Okay. What are you gonna buff on him? Defense?
Yes.
Okay. So, Necro, you feel yourself getting stronger. You feel yourself getting more pumped. You know, you can hear the drums of freaking liberty. Just 3 AC. So now that plus Juggernaut's 5 AC plus the 4 AC from the spell originally. Oh, it's gonna take a spell to hurt him right now. Mama Bear hears a strange chanting coming from somewhere around Grimmsnarl. She can't really make it out, and a wall pops up between the meat hook armed hunter and Necro. It is a wall of Quabs with little pinchers.
oh,
I think they're snipping out at the bad guy, but they can't quite reach him. It's like tick, 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 tick. Juggernaut, no. Juggernaut, no. You know what I'm thinking, don't you
I
know
wasn't
what?
gonna do anything.
So Necro's shell starts to burn his skin due to the damage. Necro, it's your turn, by the way. Has a black residue near the crack. Necro, you there? Or Jug, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
BRB, gotta go potty.
Okay.
that one.
Yeah, there's 2,000 messages. You could right click on it if you want. And you could mute the server. Until you turn it back on.
So, I'm gonna use a spell. Transforms my form.
Okay.
It's called Devil Form.
Oh no. Apparently Necro notices before the wall of snipping little crabbies pops up, including the ones that are currently looking at him saying it's okay, we got you. That the other glory dog has a black shell as well. So what does your demon form do?
So the caster draws out a contract written in his blood and some gold coin, which both disappear in a red flash.
Okay.
Grows large, and his hands turn to claws, his teeth become fangs, and he grows a tail.
I believe this is what we like to call in the studio hulking out.
Devil form grants different effects depending on the number of the devil lore spells active on the caster.
Oh my god.
Cast during the duration of the spell.
Okay.
For each unique devil lore spell currently active, the caster, including this spell, will, as well as the cast during the duration of the spell, the devil form has the following effects. So it's my first cast, so caster grows to a large size, maintains current size if large or larger,
Okay.
and applies size change effects as normal.
Okay. So basically, Necro got larger, grew a tail and claws, and also got the strength to match it. And now he's some kind of demon furry. A cat cyber demonoid. A cat cyborg demonoid. Okay. That could be very interesting. Necro, what? Say something, man.
I'm gonna attack the two that are left.
Well, you gotta pick one. You can't just attack both.
Okay.
And there's currently a wall of crabs in front of you going pinchy, 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 pinchy. Pinchy.
I like crabs, so I won't attack them all. I'll attack, you know,
The one that's being held down.
the closest one.
Oh,
Yeah.
and don't forget the tentacles on his back. Can you picture what he looks like?
Oh my god.
Oh! He is the most up-looking creature you can imagine. So what are you gonna do to him? You're gonna attack him. You're gonna whip him with a tentacle. You're gonna claw him. What are you gonna do, man? I need to know.
If I can I latch down onto him with my claws and then rip at his throat with my fangs?
Roll a d20 twice, please.
Okay.
It has to be two separate d20s, not a d22. Just two separate 20s.
Okay.
Because he is being pinned, so I mean he can't really. Seeing what Necro looks like, even Kmon might take a step back. Like, ah!
Oh, I put 30, but it works, right?
Yeah, that's a 16. Okay, and now one more.
Oh, fuck. Missed type. Sorry.
He did scream for the dark altar before punching Kmon, and then realizing punching a heavily armored individual was probably, damn. Okay.
So I got 216.
So he starts approaching Kmon, who instantly says, "I'm going to protect myself." Pulls out the spear and backs away. Necro just reaches down with both his clawed hands, picks him up in the air, and just unhinges his jaw and just bites. Just pops straight off. He is done. Now, of course, this being noticed, I want you guys to remember one thing. The other hunter on the other side of this wall cannot see any of this. All he sees is a wall of little crabs going pinchy, 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 pinchy. He can't see past it. So he doesn't know what Necro looks like. In fact, judging by where everyone's placed right now, only Kmod and Rebel Vanity can see him. Okay, so back to the start of the list. Kmod!
Oh boy, oh boy.
Yes, oh boy, oh boy!
This actually quickly. This really got out of hand.
I
This-
wave at Gaymod with one hand, and I'm holding the head in my mouth.
And it's just blood coming down, like it's the most unsettling thing. Like he's got the body being held up by his tentacles. He turns and smiles with his head in his mouth, blood coming out. Like, hi! It's like,
God.
you know, just run! Not to mention that he's a robotic cat girl, female demon with 4 tentacles in a large size. Like, I don't. No fan art, everybody. No fan art.
Please submit your fanfic.
Yes, that
to...
would go through Sidwell. If you wanted to. Necro's shell breaks entirely. He feels very hot. The black orb around him goes fully black. No one can see in or out, and he hears the Dark Altar has spoken. Necro, I need you to roll a d20 immediately.
Okay.
And don't forget, and don't worry, he has escape modifier as well. He has a +4 escape modifier, thanks to his. Oh no, he lost that. Oh no.
Oh.
He's a large size, which means he no longer has the. Oh no. Okay, he has a +2 escape modifier. So he rolled a 5 + 2. He rolled a 7.
Oof.
Necro, I think Quabs is out to get you.
I think he has too.
Seems that way.
It's a good thing you've been preparing that other character, huh?
Uh-huh.
I think we have the wrong music playing in the background right now. I think we have the wrong music playing in the background. I was like,
You're the one that had it last time.
I think we
Yeah.
needed Dirge playing in the
No.
background.
yeah, yeah.
You picked it up from the table earlier.
Necro's about to die.
What you did with it, I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, this is really cheerful music. It's like, you're about to die. I know, but this song is to kill for, is to die for.
Literally.
Famous last words.
Oof-a-doop-doop.
Already on my fan pick, what color is his beard? He's got a black beard.
Michelle with 1 L.
Already on my fan pick. Ah, what color is his beard? It's black. This is gonna be terrifying. Oh my goodness.
K-Man walks up to Necro's body and starts doing things that we cannot describe on the...
I'm about to
I'm
do.
not officially dead yet.
I am about to do
Yeah.
horrible things to your friend's body down here. The glory dog outside jumps back onto his horse and rides away towards the direction Photon escapes. All right, so right now we have an issue. So, K-Mod and Rebel, I need you to both roll a d20.
Okay.
Definitely Rebel.
I got a 16.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Rebel.
Working on it.
Okay. So 16, that's 20.
13.
Okay, that's 19. Okay, so with strength checks rolled, Quabs, you have a 19. It's not a natural 19. It's a 13 plus 6 strength, and it's a what did you roll, K-Mod? You rolled a
16.
16. So he has a 20 due to strength roll. They're like, they both rush up and like just jam their arms, trying to jam their arms through the orb to grab on the Necro, kind of deal. Like, we got you, buddy. Or what we could do is, I guess K-Mod is really good at rescuing people. He could just stab through the spear or stab through the sphere. Huh? With a lance. I mean, that's how I tried to save the little girl at the beginning. Go stab through the bed. I mean,
I mean, the second time might be the charm.
Okay, so
No.
even with those strength checks, they bounce off. Okay. Roll again, guys.
What?
Yeah, apparently
Jeez.
the 20 roll and the 19 roll were not good enough.
I got a
What do you have to
19.
get? What do you have to get? 2 natural 20s?
Well,
I got a 10.
okay, so unfortunately Rebel rolls 16, but Deathgasm rolls a 23.
You mean Kmart?
Or Kmod, sorry, Kmod rolls a 23. Is one of them strong enough to burst through this thing and just like start like chewing out like you know?
Trying to find my hairbrush.
Your hairbrush?
Yeah.
I just saw it today. Is it the clearish one?
No,
Oh. I was gonna say because that's.
that's hers.
Yep, you can always use that. Oh, I'm sorry, Cody. I'm sorry, Cody. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, little Grinzel. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I mean, we have a 23, 16, but we have a 23. You know, could this be the moment? Can Kmod can Kmod remedy himself? Can he prove he is the hero he's meant to be?
I hope so.
Probably not.
Have some faith.
The orb is absorbed into Necro's hand, and Kmad's attempt at hitting the orb hits Necro instead. Necro now has a black hole, black eye. Has now black hole, black eyes, as movement is going to slowly degrade to William's movement. Oh, he's cursed. Very interesting, Quabs. Hey, hey, hey! Williams isn't that slow. You were spared by your friends, Necro. And also punched by Kmod by accident. He's doomed. Or is he? Okay, so Necro's has kind of like what I would call a curse of decrepity, which kind of like it ages you, but you don't die from it. So Necro's been aged basically. So he's kind of like he went from like 40 feet of movement to 20 feet of movement at this moment in time. As far as I can tell, as far as I can guess, that's what it is. But the altar never forgets. Shots can be heard in the distance. Okay, guys. Might I suggest you guys decide to either pony up and start chasing towards the shots, or are we going to start talking about putting Necro into an old folks' home?
Let's go chase on horseback.
Yeah, a fearless leader needs his protein smoothie and apple juice. So,
Where's my prune
Black is our
smoothie?
fearless leader.
Come on.
I hop on Trisha's tank
Yeah, you
gently
could.
so I don't break anything.
You know what the bad part is? Like, him being slow, his movement being slowed down is kind of meaningless because he could just teleport.
Yep.
But so he
I
teleports.
I think I have a blanket for him. He can wrap himself in a blanket because he gets cold.
Yeah, we need that. We need that 2,500 platinum to get Necro into that old folks' home.
Necro! They are throwing at you right now. Damn!
You
Okay.
young whippersnapper.
So, y'all hop on, Necro teleports on top of the tank, and they start driving towards the shots.
You young whippersnapper.
Wait, what?
You missed a lot because you decided to leave, so you'll have to play the catch-up game.
Necro's doing what on top of my tank?
He's standing on it because his horse got freaking impaled and died.
Yeah.
Would you like to explain to the world why you decided to leave a dead horse behind and an elderly rider there? Camera's all yours. That's what I thought. As the party arrives, you all see the glory dog from before impaled by a meat hook and Photon sitting against a tree. Jim is standing near Photon, and Joel starts to arrive just as you do. It appears to be a very bloody scene.
Why don't I trust Jim?
Photon is kind of sitting against the tree, so my guess is he's probably pretty bloodied up. Jim is standing near Photon, and Jewel starts to arrive just as you do. Huh. Interesting.
For a second.
How did Jim get there so fast?
He was straight up after him. Jim tore after him first. Jim kneels down to Photon.
Photon.
Willie! Joel walks up to them. What do you do?
Do you want to die too?
Well, here's the thing. You show up. Jim kneels down to Photon. Joel kind of walks up to them. He shows up now. So he's walking up to you guys to try to figure out what happened. What do you guys do?
I think we should slowly walk up to those three. Well,
To Jim and Photon?
yeah,
Yep.
so that can keep up.
God damn, he can teleport. He can fucking teleport you guys. Anyway.
Teleport to them. Hey, assholes! You got workers, stabbers, can't keep up!
The group will
Don't
slowly
break the
approach.
nibble, man.
They'll slowly approach cautiously.
Mhm.
Hello, little Grim Snarl. Hello, my Grimmy Snarl. How are you? How's the Grimmy Snarl doing? Whoa, 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 whoa. You're so much bigger in person.
Necro, hope you don't hope you teleport the right way. Don't need you breaking the hip.
I'm pretty accurate with my teleports. By the way, fuck you.
Don't forget to put the mattress down. So that way you have a soft landing, Grandpa.
I get this feeling that just like everyone's against him. Joel walks to Jim and the down Photon. As you follow, you hear words being exchanged, but you can't make them out because you're still too far. As for Necro, he can't hear Jack. Hey!
Necro, turn the hearing aids up.
What?
What?
Check your battery!
I gotta check my battery. No, I'm still good.
So wait, is Photon down or is he like knocked out or?
He's leaned against a tree. We don't know what's happening. Everyone is cautiously approaching, you know.
Okay.
If I were to take a guess, I'd say it would probably be in the order of K-Mod up front with his freaking tower shield and like everyone kind of scattered behind him in like a scattered formation. You approach a bit more and you hear, except for Necro, you always had to do this, huh, Photon? Now look where it got you. I think I have to apologize to Nick. I have a feeling Nick may have been right all along. Nick's female intuition may have been.
I can't hear. What?
Right?
Necro. So what was your intuition?
What?
His intuition was that Jim was a strange one. You hear a weak, raspy, "Screw you, I'll gut you like a no Photon." You won't.
Y'all can't hear shit over here, motherfuckers. What's going on?
Let me
Learn
show
to
you
read
my
lips.
language.
Necro, turn around. You're talking to a tree.
God damn it!
Necro, let me show you sign language.
I got 12 of those!
It's funny, like, Neko feels a small little furry hand on his cheek and kind of pushes him towards everybody else.
Interesting.
Joel raises
Very
his rifle and fires
interesting.
one shot into Photon's head, then saying, "The altar never forgets."
Hey, Necro.
Hey, I heard those words before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neko hears a voice in his one ear going, "He said the altar never forgets, Pobo."
Grim Snarl, we need you for a second thing. I think Necro here needs a seeing eye dog.
What?
Well, I guess 4 eyes is better than.
He hears another. He hears the voice in the same ear. "They said you need a seeing eye dog, but I think I work perfectly, Pobo."
Yeah, go Bobo. I like Bobo. He's funny.
Neko's hearing gets back to normal. He feels fine, but his movement feels restricted.
Do you
Oh!
need help getting around me?
So
Mom?
Grimstar's a dog,
That's right. Well, Grimstar was a hyena, but
but could it be a pug? Super pug! How long have we waited? How long have we waited for
how
that?
long have you been waiting to drop that gem, came on? How long? Oh my god. The rest of the croc
What's the
hunters
day?
ride up from behind the party. They ignore the party.
So, Necro, so does that mean your soul's a dark soul?
What? I can't hear you.
Your hearing came back. You can hear.
Oh,
Wait. Wait, I understand. Poe was like, "He said, are you like a dark soul?"
Oh,
Poe. It's a trap, it's a trap, it's a trap. This is killing me.
That's what I think it is. I think it is a trap.
Pobo thinks it's dawn. Pobo.
Huh. That's interesting.
John gets off the horse, the minigun on his back, and approaches the dead photon.
I thought he couldn't carry the minigun.
No, Mama Bear couldn't
no,
come.
that was Mama Bear.
Okay.
Which is strange because she could have just gotten Grimstar to pick it up and carry it in his teeth. Like, Grimstar's a beast. He's got strength. He used to be the second strongest in the party, but now he's the strongest in the party because Juggernaut decided to stop being a champion. About that. Anyways, says bring him to the marshal. They'll have a party. Pobo likes parties. Pobo.
Pobo.
Eggman likes parties, Bobo.
Mr. Pobo?
Mr. Pobo. Mr. Pobo.
Calm down, Bobo.
Yay,
Now,
Bobo.
Pobo.
I don't trust John and Jim
You
and
know-
Joel right now.
John picks up
Yeah.
Photon with one hand and ties him up behind the horses. Oh my goodness, he's gonna do what I think he's gonna do to him.
you know, we didn't come on this just for our own shits and giggles. We'd like some pay for
He's coming! It's coming! Here it comes. Jim approaches the party.
Fire!
Butter was tasty, Pobo. So that's it then. Thanks for helping. We're gonna take all the money and leave. And then they just die horribly. What happened to you?
If that
I'm
hap-
guessing he's talking to
If that
Necro.
happens, I'm headhunting.
What happened to you? You look like crap.
Oh, strangely enough, the words that you uttered there to Photon,
Photon.
kind
Whatever.
of has me a little worried there.
Yes, and Pobo wants more butter. Pobo.
The black heart. Butter, please.
What words? Uh-oh. 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 What words?
You know, the words that you said about the altar never forgets. Ow.
I did
Ow.
not
Necro's head
summon
pulses a bit when he says that. He feels a little paw on his head. He feels a little paw and a little bit of healing goes into him. I have no clue what you're talking about.
Necro, are you hearing things again?
You try having us attack to you and see what you hear.
You have the hearing aids too high up. Turn them down.
They're too high up. Check your battery. I will stab you.
Oh, not now.
It should also be noticed that, by the way, guys, in case you forgot, he's still a giant demon-looking thing right now. Like,
Oh yeah.
That doesn't just go away. That's an hour per level. We're going back to Flaxton.
Sub. That's
Excuse me. Whoa, excuse me.
All mirror meds again. We're going back to Flaxton. You come along, or you can go back to Prairie Haven. Where's Bobo wants to know where money is being distributed. Bobo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where's our
Yeah.
where's our cut?
Why the
I'm
money?
in Flaxton.
Oh,
They
Pobo,
would be at
Pobo puts out a kitchen knife. I give cut, Pobo!
And who wants to be fisted by a demon arm?
Money comes from Flaxton. Prairie Haven doesn't have the funds for this bounty. So I would suggest that we all decide to go back to Flaxton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Or an
Or we can-
alternate
We can mail you
timeline.
your cut or come along.
We'll
I don't
come
trust
along.
the mail. We're coming along.
Yeah, I don't think anyone trusts the mail, to be honest with you. We don't.
Mm.
Out of
Yeah.
character, we sure as hell don't trust the mail service, so I wouldn't do it anyway. Back to character.
Yeah. And an alternate line. I mean, we could just kill them all.
Oh, okay, so that's out of character. That's not real. That's out of character. That's out of character.
Yeah, out of character, out of character.
That's out of character. It's like we could just kill them all. No, let's not do that, man. All right. You know.
Yeah, back in character. All right, let's go to
Flaxton.
Flaxton.
Flaxton. I'm just waiting on him now because you guys are gonna go get rich.
You got a venture? Oh well.
Poe. Look.
Well.
Poe.
Oh,
Fine, then he whistles and yells, "Let's ride!" Necro's head pulses again when he whistles.
I don't
Necro
think he's over that concussion before, by the way.
Necro goes and teleports back onto the top of the tank, which of course makes Pobo fall. Pobo grumbles and hops inside the tank cannon. And you ride!
Can I roll like maybe D6 to see if I can toss Necro some water? Because it might be dehydrated because the head pulses too much.
You automatically make it. If you'd like to ask questions about the Flaxton, you can, or we'll just show up at Flaxton. Any questions?
Okay, I got a question. Who the fuck's Bubba?
We don't talk about Bobo.
Finally! Finally! Someone asked who was Pobo. Everyone's acting like Pobo's their best friend.
Well, in my older age here, I've become very wise.
Necro, you're not old age anymore. You went back.
Well, I
Read the
had to
instructions. Right.
And I carried on. I got a little smarter in my older age for that brief while.
As you ride back, Pobo says, "I am Pobo the Mighty Pobo."
Rule 2, we don't talk about Popo's trading.
Rule number 2, we don't talk about Pobo's trading.
So where'd you come from, Pobo? Why are you helping us? And why are you awesome?
Pobo asked too many questions. Pobo. But Pobo answered Pobo. Pobo is from there, and he points up. Into the sky.
That happened?
Why Pobo help? Because Pobo help people in need. Because that's Pobo. Pobo.
Hey, Pobo.
And why? And why is Pobo awesome? Pobo just that way.
Hey, Pobo.
Pobo.
There's someone we'd like you to meet when we get back to where we're going. He's called Bush Light.
Ah! He just hides inside the cannon. You get into a few strong ambushes on the way, but the Croc Hunters deal with them easily. They show no mercy to the ambushers. They are too focused on the payday.
Pobo, why don't you like Bush Light?
Pobo. Pobo, don't want to talk about it right now. Pobo, go to sleep.
Pobo.
And you hear fake snoring coming from the cannon. Obviously fake snoring, like snore, 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 snore.
Okay,
Snore,
guys,
snore, snore.
let's not piss off Pobo.
Pobo.
Keep
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
Does anyone have a sock? You pass by the heads on the sticks from before, they are burnt.
No, remember burning them.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, Vlad the Impaler.
Pobo looks at them and goes, Pobo, understand. Those must be Pobo friends, Pobo.
Hey, Pobo, Bush Light.
Ah! Back in the cannon. Snore, snore, snore. Snore, snore, snore.
Alright.
Snore, snore, snore.
Pissing off Pobo over there. Blackheart. He's cool.
Grand Snarl, it's okay.
I'm not cool to anybody. Cool is not in my vocabulary.
The problem with Pobo is you can't get Pobo angry because Pobo doesn't have the ability to get angry. You then pass by the first camp you made. A group of settlers are using it and wave to you. The Croc Hunters ignore you. Pobo sticks his little arms out of the cannon and starts waving back. Michelle with one also was asking, does anyone have a sock?
A sock?
Yeah, apparently,
Dobby a sock.
apparently she's looking for a sock. I don't know why she's looking for a sock.
Give Dobby a sock.
Sure, a white sock or a black sock? Or, you know.
I don't exactly
Depends what you want to do with the sock.
Or a red sock.
J-Man, Harry Potter, give Dobby a sock.
I do have it.
Oh! No.
Pobo is not a house elf!
Pobo acts like one.
Of course Pobo acts like one. Pobo acts like a weirdo.
Oh.
Pobo.
Pobo.
Bobo.
Pobo.
Pobo.
Bush Light.
As drunk as you.
Pobo, run!
Pobo.
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 That's fine saying Pobo's name.
Isn't it?
As drunk as
you
we left it.
The town or the marshal himself?
The
He isn't
bridge.
cool. He has a charred heart. Get it? Black heart. Ha 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 ha. But in case you're wondering, that's Pobo.
Kinda cute.
That is Pobo.
You know.
Although if you want to send it back, I'll take a second and I'll add it to my my DM list sub, so I can just look at that instead of having to scroll up. You're right over the bridge to the marshal's office. It's as drunk as you left it, albeit more of a gloomy mood. The town. That's what Pobo looks like, by the way. Pobo is called a plushie, an illusion plushie.
I'm gonna need a drink
Pobo
and
get
a
drunk?
piece of paper to
I mean-
thank my cousin for this wonderful adventure.
Would you want Pobo to get drunk is the question.
Yes.
He's already chaotic enough. Would you want Pobo to be drunk?
No.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
fine. Yes, Pobo can in fact get drunk.
I am so going to kill my cousin for this. I'm going to torch his ass if I see him again.
They call me Mr. Pobo. Pobo. Trade him a sock. I've seen worse trends. Oh, well, by the way, Pobo may not be able to show off much in emotion, but Pobo is a very, very, shall I say, deadly opponent.
Deadly?
He can literally detonate himself if he feels like it.
No.
But he comes back after he detonates. He like explodes and it comes back together. It's something that a lot of you plushies can do. It's called Go Boom. They can literally run up to somebody and hug them and just explode. And then pull themselves back together again.
That's
There.
crazy.
Looks like it's time to heal up and rest up and supply up.
The whole me talking to myself part of this. It's like, oh god.
What you don't hear in the background is Pobo standing behind him, like mimicking his look like Pobo, 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 sugar, Pobo.
There are some people in this party that I like and some people that I just want to set ablaze.
Oh no, he's one of those drunk people that fights. Necro's health is limited to 76 HP due to the orb being in his head. In his head? Oh, well, that's right. He got sucked into his head. Okay, that's fine.
Am I gonna have to tell? Am I eventually gonna have to tell them the reason that I'm here? Maybe I'll wait.
Pobo runs up to Blackheart and goes, I make you happy? He holds up out both his arms and goes, I go boom! And just explodes.
And I had a Danish worm. I was gonna give him sugar.
I will admit that kind of did put a smile on my face.
He pulls himself back together. I can do it again! The townsfolk look more depressed and it feels more empty. It'll take a few hours to process the documents so you can stay around a bit.
Alright, time to get drunk.
Pobo. Pobo reaches into his mouth like this. His mouth like expands. After rosing around for a second, he pulls out a very large bottle of dragon vodka. Bigger than he is. And has the Blackheart.
Thank you.
Happy to help.
This is going to be gone by the time they're done.
Oh,
Guess what? So am I! And he explodes again. The stool where the newspaper boy is burnt, 4 coppers left there in a cross.
Ooh,
What?
that's
What the f did we miss?
Yeah, newsboy. What? What?
You remember the little newsboy?
I didn't kill him.
I know you didn't kill him. He was alive when we left. He's got a cross and 4 coins. What? What the f did we miss?
I go and sit by the bar with the bottle in my hand.
I mean,
Should have asked for more.
Pobo needs a jug. I mean a hug. Alcohol and a fire demon.
I should have asked for more. I should have asked for more from that thing. But no. No.
Pobo pulls up next to you and begins pulling out bottle after bottle out of his mouth.
he just
And then he looks at you,
rolls.
and then he just explodes again.
Pobo, would you like to hear why I'm part of this whole unholy crusade?
You look where you were looking and notice he's not there, and then you hear him on your shoulder. Yes, tell me! It says, burnt sign that reads, Glory Dog attacks Flaxen, thousands dead, work needed.
So I tell Pobo the reason why I'm in this mess. Surprised everyone doesn't come around me to hear why I'm in this.
Can I walk up to the bar?
You could, yeah. Po
I
Pobo's,
joined Blackheart at the bar as well.
Pobo's
I
kind of like,
pull up a seat right next to him and say, buddy, you look like you have a lot on your mind.
well, technically he does because Pobo's kind of bouncing on top of his head with like one paw.
Bobo, I found sugar. Have sugar.
No, not sugar. You can see him. You can see him sneaking out underneath the shoebox. By the way, this kind of stuff. It's just 1 second, Judge. This kind of stuff is stuff that Elijah plushies naturally do.
What?
This weird stuff is stuff they naturally do. This is not made up. This is natural plushie. They are literally created by an insane god.
So
The bar has bullet holes everywhere, broken bottles tipped over tables, dried blood. Sounds like a party.
So, you all know the reason why I said that I owed my cousin.
Hey,
Turns out that him and I decided we were gonna go to the bar the one day, which of course, you know, me being hellfire and everything, isn't a good mix with alcohol. So him and I were deciding we were gonna try and go and pick up this one girl. We saw this girl and we tried to pick her up. And I'm setting things on fire, you know, testing the alcohol content of drinks. He's using his muscles and he's lifting up tables, bars, chairs, everything he can. Eventually, both of us, we caused a small fight worth thousands of dollars in this bar. I didn't realize it, but I kind of set the building ablaze. So,
They're not the boobies I was looking for.
the cops were actually looking for us. And there was a warrant out for my arrest. My cousin took the rep for me and said, once I get out, you owe me.
Uh-oh.
So, kind of wanted by the police. So I figure if I hid out for a while, maybe nobody would realize that it was me that set that building ablaze accidentally.
Accidentally on purpose.
Okay, Pobo.
You can tell Flaxton folks have had a bad few weeks. Outside the window, you can see Pobo fighting some guy in an orange jumpsuit in midair. You can believe it.
So that's why I said that I owed my cousin.
That is a sad story. Pobo has one question.
Yes.
Pobo does not believe he set building on fire by accident, because Pobo sets things on fire all the time. For instance, look at the bar! And he knows the bar is currently on fire.
Oh!
Bobo!
Pobo's holding a lighter going, Pobo didn't do it! Pobo?
Give me that lighter!
Pobo, I have a question for you.
Pobo?
Would you like to be a raccoon roasted over fire?
Pobo can do that myself! He just explodes in a fireball. By the way, you guys realize that flames are illusionary. Pobo was casting an illusion. It's not real fire.
And then once Pobo reforms himself, I grab him and grab Jug and say, I think you're two of my best friends.
And then your head starts to pulse again.
Pobo's bottom lip starts to quiver and like his eyes get all teary. And he looks over at Necro. Friend?
Yeah, best friend.
Pobo just... You guys suddenly hear music playing everywhere. Pobo's excited. He's doing little jumps around. I have a friend! I have a friend! I have a friend! I have a friend! He nuzzles up against Necro. He hands Necro a strange stone and says, "If you say massage, it will massage who you point at."
What?
And then he just disappears screaming outside. He's like, "I have a friend!" He's chasing down everybody. People are screaming because Pobo's chasing after them. "I have a friend!" At one point, he's riding on top of some ninja with blonde hair and an orange jumpsuit screaming, "I have a friend!" He's like, "Get off of me! Get off of me!"
Wait a minute, when does Naito get into this story?
You know,
Several
technically-
episodes ago, actually, if you would have kept up.
You know, technically, I do believe they are fighting dreamers out there.
Believe it! A white
All in
cloaked
favor
figure.
of putting Bobo on a leash?
Pobo. Put Pobo
Nope.
on a leash. He might
Nope.
detonate.
Yes.
He might detonate.
Nope.
Get away. The cloak is okay. So a white cloaked figure appears from behind the bar. The cloak is dirty. It's the bartender. This time, with a lever-action rifle slung behind her back and an eye patch on her left eye. Wow. I'm sure there's going
What
to be an
happened to
exciting
you?
tale next time.
It's
That's
about
right,
time,
folks.
barkeep. I need my whiskey. Here's the copper shilling.
Oh! Oh, came on! Oh, you! Oh!
And at that point, the white cloaked figure pulls the lever action and points it right at his head.
With that, folks, we're gonna stop the episode now before K-Mod buries himself deeper into the dirt.
My name's K-Mod.
Yes, your name's K-Mod, alright. Woo! So yeah, no, he doesn't eat his friends. He lives off of happiness. So, like, it's like a drug to him. That's why Blackheart's such a downer to him. He's just like trying to make Blackheart smile because Blackheart's like starving him. But yeah, so next time, folks, we'll find out what happened to the town. You guys will get your cut of the money. And then you'll be off to the actual adventure. We'll pick up again where we left off. Except you guys will all be level 14 and much richer.
Nice.
So next time, folks,
Can't wait.
I am the crazed Kaiju K.
I'm Necro Nick.
I'm Juggernaut Jared.
I need help. I'm K-Man.
I'm Rebel Vanity.
I'm Mama Bear. I'm Tiny Trisha.
And we will see, and he's Quabs, and we will see you all in the future, everybody. Peace out, everybody, and cheers.
Later.
Cheers.
Peace.